Ever wondered why a scarf you saw online costs more than your rent? If you have, you're in the right place. Today, we'll be looking into the rich world of luxury fabrics, and we're focusing on one of the rarest and most expensive of all, Lotus silk. First things first, you won't find Lotus silk in your local department store. It's far less common than your average silk scarf. This luxurious fabric is produced only on a small scale across Cambodia, Myanmar, and more recently, Vietnam. That's right, just a handful of skilled craftspeople around the world hold the secret to this textile. So when we see a price tag that makes our jaw drop, we have to know why. Let's solve the mystery behind this oh-so-precious material. So, where did it all begin? Believe it or not, Lotus silk weaving started way back in the early 1900s. Its birthplace is the Inle Lake in Myanmar, a beautiful lake surrounded by mountains. That's where this incredible story begins. An Intha woman named Sa U had a brilliant idea. She saw some lotus flowers growing in the lake and started a creation that would one day make its mark in the textile industry. Sa U came up with the idea of using the fibres from lotus stems, inventing a whole new way of weaving in this way. The patience and skill it takes to create something like that is massive. It takes 100 tons of lotus stems to create just 25 kilograms of lotus silk thread. She even used her first creation, a special Buddhist robe called a Kia Thingan, as an offering to a local monastery. This tradition of weaving beautiful robes for religious figures has a long history in Myanmar, and Sa U wanted to honor that. When she passed away, the art of lotus silk weaving faded for a while. The practice almost went extinct, but her family wasn't about to let her legacy disappear. Her relatives stepped in and tried to keep making lotus silk. Fast forward to 2017, and lotus silk took another exciting turn. A weaver named Phan Thi Tuan, over in Vietnam near Hanoi, decided she wanted to learn this amazing technique. She dove headfirst into researching and perfecting the art of lotus silk weaving. In 2019, Biji Ashanti Tongbram from Manipur, India, took on the task of reviving this old tradition. They saw the potential of this fabric and started using lotus stems from Loktak Lake to create their own unique pieces. But making lotus silk is no small task. Extracting enough material for just one scarf can take 2 long months, and the final product can set you back 10 times more than your usual silk scarf. So, what exactly makes this process so slow and expensive? Traditional silk versus lotus. Let's look at traditional silk first. This comes from the work of silkworms, which obviously requires less human effort. These silkworms are meticulously cared for as they munch away on mulberry leaves. These little guys then spin their cocoons, which are harvested and processed into silk threads. Hundreds of silkworms might be needed for just a kilogram of silk, but at least they do most of the work themselves. The resources needed in the silk industry are giant. Families have to be a part of the business for generations. They become experts in their own right, raising silkworms and using their threads to create beautiful garments. But lotus silk needs even more. It's all human skill. There aren't any cocoons to harvest here. Lotus silk harvesting. Every single strand, yes, every single one, needs to be extracted by hand. And it all starts with the stem of the lotus flower, Vietnam's national treasure. Once a suitable stem is carefully selected, the delicate process of extracting the silk begins. But how exactly do these artisans turn a humble lotus stem into a thread of luxury? It's a race against time. Each lotus stem contains a very tiny amount of thin, sticky fibres. These fibres are so delicate that they need to be extracted, rolled together, and dried within 24 hours. Any longer, and they become brittle and unusable. You could be working for hours to extract them, but one little mistake, and they could snap in a second. It's back-breaking work. Plus, this time, pressure means that harvesting happens daily during the lotus season. There are time constraints with this too, since the season is only from April to October, so the window of opportunity to collect these fibers is narrow. That's just another hurdle to cross during the whole process. Lotus silk production. Even after coming this far, the work isn't over. Once extracted, these wet fibers are carefully weighed down to remove excess moisture. They're then spooled by hand. It's a testament to the skill of these craftspeople that they can handle such delicate materials without damaging them. Now here's the surprising part. Despite being so fragile during extraction, once woven, lotus silk transforms into a durable fabric. The final product is unique. It has the softness of silk, the breathability of linen, and even a hint of elasticity. Unlike those fabrics, though, this one is practically wrinkle-proof, no more ironing mountains of clothes, and it repels stains so you can wear it without too much stress. The advantages of this elite garment are countless. Since the lotus flower grows in water, the fabric itself is naturally water-resistant, and if you do get caught in a downpour, no worries, it dries super fast. It even keeps you cool in the summer heat and warm in the winter chill. You could wear clothes made from this stuff year-round. But beyond that, it's incredibly eco-friendly. There aren't any chemicals or toxins in it at all. In fact, it might just be the greenest fabric out there. Here's why. They take a stem that would normally be thrown away and turn it into this high-quality textile. Plus, they make sure the entire production process uses clean energy, so no pollution gets released into the environment. As more people take notice of rising smog rates worldwide, sustainable fabrics are the future. All these qualities make it a dream to wear. But it's not simple. Even with a team of 20 to 30 skilled workers behind you, producing some material would still take a whole month. And for all that work and finesse, you'd still only get 10 or more scarves, not a big margin. Considering the 2-month lead time for just one scarf, it's easy to see why these garments carry such a hefty price tag. But for those lucky enough to own a piece of lotus silk, it's an investment in something truly unique. Tourists try to get their hands on these rare souvenirs, and even high-fashion brands are taking notice of this luxurious fabric. The future seems bright for lotus silk, but for now, its production remains limited. The skills needed are too sophisticated, but with some passionate artisans leading the way, who knows? Maybe one day, lotus silk won't just be a symbol of luxury. Instead, it'll be a thriving industry that empowers local communities. Thousands of local women can be employed through this craft, keeping a legacy alive for years to come. So next time you see a price tag that makes you do a double take, remember the story behind the fabric. It might just be a tiny look into a world where hard work, tradition, and lotus flowers come together to create something truly extraordinary. And there you have it. Now you know why lotus silk comes with a hefty price tag. It's one of the toughest fabrics to make. If you enjoyed learning about this process, keep an eye out for the next one on our channel. Thanks for watching.